What's up, guys? So this is going to be a quick video. Well, hopefully quick. And this is about the KYC, the Know Your Customer bullshit amendment that they're trying to freaking pass on this infrastructure bill. It just makes me angry as shit, dude. It's like, this is exactly why I don't trust the freaking government. I don't trust, my blood is fucking boiling, dude. It's like, if you're voting on fucking infrastructure, then keep it to infrastructure. What the hell are you doing sneaking in shit in the middle of the freaking night, trying to pass your agenda along? This is why nobody has faith in the system anymore. This is why I have no trust in anything that any one of those idiots do, whether if it's Republican or Democrat or whatever the hell it is. Everyone's out to get their own, and it just makes me furious as hell, because how the hell are we supposed to have any... Forget the fact that they're going to have time to digest it, 2,700-page report, and actually make an informed decision on our behalf. We, the public, don't even have enough time to even get the highlights. If we don't dig through it, or if somebody doesn't make enough fucking noise, then we don't even know what the hell's going to be passed, but yet we're all going to have to live on the law of the land that they decided on. It's insane to me. And yeah, this thing is getting into conspiratorial freaking theory. When you have the U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen having her freaking dirty little fingers all over this shit, right? And where do you think she comes from? She definitely comes from Wall Street. What do you think the big banks are fucking scared of right now? They're definitely scared of the DeFi space. They're scared of us getting independent and being on our own. So you don't think they're going to try to pass legislation to try to stop that in any freaking way? So what the hell am I talking about? This bill right now, it's pretty much under the whole, the Democrats are trying to push this down our throats for the KYC, which is the Know Your Customer rule. And this is more into the money laundering and stuff like that. For example, if you're going to go ahead and go open a savings account, you're going to collect interest on, you're going to do all these things. We need to know who you are. We need to have a taxable ID on you and this and that. What they're trying to do, if you don't understand how cryptography works and crypto mining works and all this, pretty much anything to do with blockchain and crypto, it's all based on anonymity. It's all based on not knowing who's who. We're just trusting the math and we're trusting the system to work. We're not trusting an individual person to work. So the whole face behind this is they want to, is if we go stake our cryptocurrency, so if I have ETH and I put it up and we're going to lend it to some poor person in the world somewhere else and they're going to pay us interest on it, we need to know everybody who's in this pooling form, which that's impossible to know. And if we don't know it, and we need to know who's getting it, who's receiving it, and being able to document it and tax it, that is damn near impossible to know. You're going to kill cryptocurrency. And that's the whole point, right? We want it out of America because God forbid we get away from big banks, right? God forbid we get away from these crazy Wall Street people that want to freaking bend us over and just take our souls, So what's this going to happen? What's going to happen from this is everything is going to move away from America and it's going to go to another country. And here's the truth of the matter of this legislation if this thing passes on the Warner side, because there's two amendments. There's the Wade side, which it's the better edge of two swords, at least it allows things to keep going, and they're going to allow innovation to keep happening. And then the Warner side is just completely like, nope, nixed. You got to go through all this. We're going to paperwork it. We're going to document it. Well, guess what? You're not going to be able to put this genie back in a bottle. People aren't going to go away from DeFi, you idiots. All that you're going to do is you're going to put America behind 10 freaking years. So if the Warner legislation ends up passing, I'm not giving up my crypto. I don't give a shit if it falls. I'll buy more. I'll use a VPN. I'll do whatever the hell I got to do to get it out of here. I'll go stake it in a Canadian pool. I'll go stake it outside of the U.S. jurisdiction. All you're going to do is you're going to drive the innovation to another freaking country, into another freaking place. And it's going to be more of a downfall for America. The reason why America has Google and Apple and all these people is because we let shit be unregulated in the 90s. After we discovered what it was, we started bringing regulation in. We're still bringing regulation in on these .com things. We still don't know what to do. But guess what? We've all benefited from it. And yeah, when shit's extreme and it's all bad, we'll act quickly. But as something that is developing, this is the thing that's going to continue to put America first and America forward, because we are still the leaders in the whole freaking world when it comes to crypto, because we have the capital markets here. But if you're going to push it away and it's going to go to a place like, I don't know, Malaysia, or if it's going to go to Singapore or wherever it's going to go, guess what? That's the country that's going to control the freaking future. That's the country that's going to end up being number one, because what's going to happen is someone like me, if I have a shit ton of crypto and I'm going to move there, I'm going to think my thinking there, I have the money, I have the power, I'm going to dictate freedoms. I'm going to say, no, I'm going to make this place more free. I want to make it what America used to be, right? what's going to happen to America? We're going to continue to slip and go down this freaking dark age, or go into more of a totalitarian age where they're just censoring everything and doing everything. And crypto is the true freedom. That's why I'm so freaking angry, because unlike right now where I could just go lobby as a bank. If we allow crypto to grow, everybody will have a portion. Everybody will be free. Everybody will make a decision. And politicians are actually going to have to answer to us and not just the money, right? And that's my biggest fear is as the future builds, the future is going to build on the back of crypto. It's going to build on the back of Ethereum or a Cardano or a Polkadot. It's going to build on that. It's not going to be built on this old, since the dawn of time money system. It's just not. And if we continue to limit the growth of it, it is going to go somewhere else. People like me are going to go somewhere else. And I don't want to go somewhere else. I want to make America great. I want to stay here. I want to raise a family here. But if you keep pushing us away and you keep pushing your agendas, what do you think is going to happen? It's like, it's almost like they want to freaking destroy it. And I understand what you're trying to do. I'm okay with the wait thing. I'm okay with understanding that, we have to give 1099s. People should pay their fair share on profits or whatever. But there's a better way to do it other than try to kill the whole freaking thing. And the whole idea behind it is like, well, it's black money. It's black money and people are going to launder and they're going to do this and that. That's not true. Okay, if I want to get rid of black money, let's say I have a USB drive. I'm trying to find a fucking USB. But if I have a USB drive and I want to get rid of it, right? I want to convert it to cash. And I go to a cartel member, I go to a drug dealer, or I go to a freaking somebody else who's sketchy and shady. I'm going to have to exchange it for something, right? And most of the time, you're not going to want goods, and like you can only buy so much jewelry. You're going to want hard cash. Okay, that's fine. So some scumbag gets your freaking crypto. You get the cash back. Okay, well, what do you think you're going to do? You think you're going to just go and buy a duplex with the cash, and the government's not going to ask something? You think you're going to go be able to purchase a car at a store, and they're not going to ask for something? Of course they're going to ask for something. It always comes back full circle. So this idea that it's going to stay black money and stay laundering or whatever. At the end of the day, you can have all the assets in the world. You're still going to have to get liquid. In order for you to get liquid, the government's going to know what bank account it hits in order to transact. So if anything, it strengthens the government's power. It strengthens us to have it. And you know what I mean? Because eventually you're going to get caught. So focus more on those regulations and make those regulations more penalty intensive, right? But if you kill crypto right now, if you stop people from building DeFi apps, if you stop people from staking, you stop people from fucking being able to develop and continue on to the future, it's like the same equivalent that if you said we're going to stop the internet in 1995. Imagine if we stopped the internet in 1995. We never got the tech run. We never got the Amazon. We never got the Google made. Hell, we never got the Facebook made. Where the fuck would America be right now? Because those sites would still be made. Somebody would still be doing it. But yet we all enjoy the fruits of that. As much as you want to hate capitalism and you're all down with all that, your ass is still drinking a freaking Starbucks. Your ass is still ordering off of Amazon. You're still Googling shit. So it's like, dude, shut the fuck up. We need this innovation to grow. It benefits everybody. And if you're going to kill it by doing this, where's our future going to be? And this isn't going to be the first attempt. And I'm okay with bringing it to light. But that's what I'm trying to say is bring it to fucking light. Don't do it in the middle of the night. Don't put an amendment in there and attach it to an infrastructure bill and say, oh, this is for the betterment of the people. We're going to broadband and we're going to do this and that. Oh, yeah, hey, by the way, your crypto bullshit? Oh, that's next. Oh, this and this. That's exactly bringing it back full circle. That's the biggest fucking problem I have with government is when we're trying to solve a problem for one thing, make it about one thing. It's okay if you take your time, but do it freaking right. Don't try to put the wool over us and then say, oh, everything's going to be fine and you guys don't know what you're talking about. If this doesn't make you furious as shit, regardless if you agree or disagree with what it is, if it doesn't make you feel is that we're thinking that our representatives are voting on one thing, but on that one thing, they're attaching a million other things, there's something mentally wrong with you. Stop being a fucking tribalist. You're attaching yourself to just a cause or your side. There is no side. There's just a human side. Everybody wants what's best for everybody. I want what's best for every human. Not just for the people I agree with. I could give a shit less. And if you keep thinking like that, if you keep thinking about, oh, you and your side, and it got to be the Republicans or it got to be the Democrats, you're a fucking loser, bro. Like, there's no other way around it. Like, you don't give a shit about anyone but yourself. You're selfish as shit. You got to stay open-minded because when you don't stay open-minded, they can shove this down your fucking throat and it's not good for you. And they can say, well, at least your side won. And trust me, that's not the world that you're going to want to live in, man. Whatever, bro.